Dr. Anya, is Shireen. It's easier for me to do a video than to write down everything. So your goodie package, well, good evening, I should say, and I'm a talker, so I'm going to try to make this fast. Your goodie package is going to include a couple of things. Some things are samples, some things are full size. It was easier for me to give you full size than to try to find samples. This is my CBD pain roll on. So I have all the ingredients on this one, and it is a popular one. A lot of times people, honestly, one of my testimonials is one of my friends had, well, actually happened to several people, but anyway, bad knees, and rubbed it on it. Literally, my friend was hobbling. A couple of days later, no, the next time I saw her, I'm gonna say a couple of days later, I'm sweating. She was walking normal. So she lives by this. She has sent it to her aunt who has cancer. Another customer, she bought it, held on to it for a year, and I probably got a call from her last year, and she was actually using it and ordered some for her aunt who has cancer. I haven't followed up with her because I don't know if her aunt was doing well. But so that is the roll-on. So that has different essential oils in them, natural. This is the CBD, the hemp oil. This is made with sativa, and like I said, I actually processed this when I was in North Carolina myself. And so I use this a couple of drops under my tongue every day to keep my anxieties down, which I don't really have anymore. But during COVID, it came in great. And then sometimes if I have a thumb that's messed up from opening up too many Jolly Ranchers, so I did something to it. So I'll rub a couple of drops on that every day. Every day for a couple of days, and the pain just goes away. But I love it, just me, and anything that, like with CBD oil, so that my body doesn't, and I'm sure you know this, but the body doesn't get used to it. I do 5 days on, 2 days off to let my body come back down to normal. And then the F, and I'm gonna put the labels on the outside of the package, the little packaging I put. The F is for face cream. And with this face cream, because it's so tiny, you only need a pea size. You only need a pea size on your face, and it really takes care of your face. And then this is raw African black soap. So with this, same thing. Never put this soap directly on your skin, because it does have little particles on it that can scratch your face. I use it on my face. I use it on my entire body, everywhere, and it does well. And I've been using this since 2005, and that's it. I don't use any other soap but this, and it's all natural. Imported from Ghana. The D is for deodorant. This is the cream deodorant, and I put some in here, but let me just say this was the end of it, because this is the residual, it's the bottom. So you may see some beeswax in it, but I normally don't put beeswax in this one, but I did because the cream, because I'm in Florida, it was getting it melts, because it's coconut oil is the base in it, so it does melt. So I put the beeswax in it, and it stopped it from melting. I just didn't put as much as I normally would in a stick. This has baking soda in it, so if you or someone has an allergic reaction to baking soda, then this is not the cream for you. I would do a skin patch test with it under your arms. I've reduced it a lot, because originally when I did it, it was too much baking soda, and my armpits turned black. And some people still have that allergy, so just make sure that you actually try it. And then if it starts to irritate you, stop using it, because you have an allergy to baking soda. And I do use so that's that. The ingredients, this is the stick, my natural deodorant stick. The ingredients are on the back of this one, so it's the same ingredients as in that little white container as well. And then this cute little container is my CBD shea butter. And so with this shea butter, I only put a little in here because I'm running out of containers. And I would say time, because I really wanted to have this out earlier this week. I've been working all week and night, not just day and night. But with the CBD oil, like early this week, my back was hurting because I don't know, life is lifing. And so I just put it on my entire body. And when I say that I was moving, so I've moved several times, moving all these boxes and stuff. And I just put it on, and I might be tired and fatigued that day, and really you're you're using all the in pain, but the pain goes away right after I put it on. And with my CBD oils, actually, so I when I shower, I put it on first, and then I dab dry so that my skin, so it locks in the moisture from the water. And then I just gave you a full container of the actual unscented CBD oil. So this is unscented, but I'm gonna tell you not CBD oil, the Shea Whipped Shea Moisturizer. It is not vegan, so I'm not sure if you're vegan strict like that, because this does have lanolin in it. And I am going to come up with a vegan version as well. I just have to decide if I'm just going to remove lanolin or replace it with another, I think it's called orange wax. But I'm still deciding, because that was hard to work with. And so the last thing, and you may not believe in this or not, but I'm going to send it to you either way. It's my version. These labels would look better, of course, but this is T for the V, and this is vaginal steaming. I'm not sure if you do it or you believe in it or you don't. I believe in it. It works. And I use two examples. I use me, and I just remember one time, TMI, but that's okay. So I had my condoms in the potpourri, and long story short, they were in still the packaging, but I got, I'm not going to say an infection, but I got very irritated from it. So my whole thought process was the potpourri soaked, which were those herbs soaked through that condom, and that caused that. And then also, I just know that my cousin has PCOS, and she uses it to steam, and I've used it before to steam. I use it to steam as well. And 4 to 7 times per month, but I've been really bad. But it does help with PMS fatigue. Right now, it helps with, I'm about to start the hot flash stage, so we're going to try and see what happens with that, because sometimes it's like, don't do it if you have hot flashes, but I'm going to try it anyway. But I don't have too many hot flashes, but I had a few. No, I have one. I'm sorry. I have one recorded. I think it was a hot flash. It was on Monday, and I just broke out in the sweat while I was putting on my makeup, and it went away. But either way, that I know that the steaming is also known to help with fatigue, as well as cramps and people who have heavy bleeding. And another example was my friend did not know. The first time what happened was somebody sent it to me, and I was like, oh my God, on my Facebook page, I'm not going to do that. Why'd you tag me in that? And so after, originally I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And then a year later, it came back up in my memories, and I reached out to her and I said, remember you sent me this? I still haven't tried it. They'll call me a mad scientist, because I'll try anything and create as close to anything that I can. Well, not as I create my own stuff, but they call me a mad scientist, because if they give me something, a mission, I'm going to figure it out. So my friend, another friend chimed in. She's like, oh, I bought the stuff already. And I was like, okay, if she bought it, I know she's healthier than I am. I said, let me just check it out. So I ended up buying the herbs, and the first time it was great. Then I went and I found somebody else. I thought I was finding a better deal, and it ended up being one bag of tea, and it was like a bowl she bought from Dollar General, and she charged me $25 plus shipping for it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this myself. One, I don't know where this stuff is coming from, and two, after that little fiasco, I was like, no, I'll make my own. So I ended up buying the herbs, the all organic herbs. Yeah, I think they were all organic. I don't want to miss, my labels are gone. But I believe they're all organic herbs. Long story short, I ended up with literally a 6 or 7 gallon pot. So I had to start selling it to get the money back. And it was a great thing to sell. Not to get the money back, but I figured I'd sell it. And I did sell it for a while. And I have repeat customers for that. And some people are not. But it's to each his own. But long story short, that friend, she was like, she did the steaming, and she's like, I don't like it. I don't like how it makes me feel. It makes me feel clammy. And I was like, I'm not getting that same experience from it. And I was like, well, stop doing it. Don't complain about it. Stop doing it. So she did it again. And then a couple of weeks later, I don't even know if it's a couple of weeks, I got a text from her. And she was like, my vagina is protruding. And I was like, what? First of all, I had to look it up because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what protruding at the time was. I know what it is now. And she's like, and I was like, oh my God, go to the doctor. So I keep putting it back in, but I go to the gynecologist. So the next day she went to the gynecologist, and it ended up being fibroids. So she said it had a fibroid the size of an acorn. And so the doctor just clipped it out in the office, so she didn't have to have surgery. She didn't know she had them at all. But long story short, what it does is it deadens the nerves on the fibroids, and so they just came out. Basically, the steaming killed it. And what I'll do is I'm going to send some papers too with the ingredients on them. So I have talked long enough to you, and I appreciate your time. And I will text you in the morning, but why am I telling you I'm going to text you in the morning? Tonight is Friday night, and I'm just trying to get everything together. Not trying, I'm getting everything together. I believe in words. Words speak themselves. So I'm getting everything together so that I can ship it to you. And thank you so much. Your feedback is welcomed. Labeling, I really want to work on my labeling. As you can see, some things definitely are. Some things I had to do just to rush, like my CBD oil, because I needed to sell it and I needed to have it labeled before I sold it. But I'm working on things, and I'm working on rebranding, and really want to work on my packaging. And you only see some of it. Well, really technically 4 things, but I'm going to work on it, and I want it to be as professional as possible, because this is a business. But if you have any questions or anything about what you're using, please feel free to reach out to me, to call. You know, I don't get out till 4:30, but you can always text me or email me. I'm better at texting though. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.